Hello and welcome to Learning in Technology. My name's Frank and I'm glad that you're here. In this video, we're going to talk about backgrounds on Zoom calls. So going into the settings of the application in my Windows machine, I'm going to show you how we can add a background, add a foreground, and even put in our own custom background if we want. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more tips like this on how to effectively use technology to learn and to teach. And if you have anything that you'd like to comment on, do so down below. We'll have a dialogue and hopefully we can help make sure that you're using backgrounds effectively in your Zoom calls. Let's go have a look. So setting up a background can have a lot of benefits to your call. One of the things is if you have something behind you that's distracting, having a background can remove that distraction from your audience. Maybe it's your kitchen or your office, something that you don't really want the whole world to see. You can change your location to anywhere in the world. So you'll notice up here in the top corner, I've got the Zoom application open on my Windows 10 machine. And this application is available as a download for a Mac, for a Windows system. I can hit the gear, which goes directly into settings. Or if I click on my status icon, you'll notice that I can put my availability here. I can also go into settings here. You'll also notice I have some other options in here as well, like checking for updates. But we're concerned with settings right now. So I'm going to go into my Zoom settings. There's a lot of different options available to me here. I, for example, have changed the reaction skin tone to a medium light tone. You can choose the appropriate skin tone for your reactions. The other thing I have here is I always like to click on use dual monitors because I have more than one monitor that I'm using for my sessions here. So, but I'll talk about those in a different video. What we want to look at here is specifically background and filters. And when I look at background and filters, here I am, you can see my webcam. Now you'll notice behind me, I have a green screen. And it's actually not very well lit, but the reason I have the green screen behind me is because I have this for this particular camera, but you can have any background behind you. That background could be a bookcase, that background could be your kitchen. The background images will adjust to the outline of your shape, and it will, to some extent, create a nice background behind you. That said, the more consistent of a background you have behind you, the more that background effect will look more realistic. So whether it's a white wall, that's a great background to have behind you before you turn on the effects, or in my case, the ultimate, a green screen, which if you actually want to be very serious would even be better lit. But anyway, so if I go here, you'll notice that there's a number of different backgrounds that I have, as well as video filters. Let's look at both. So I'm going to put the Golden Gate Bridge here. So notice here, I can bring this background here. So I'll download that package and I can use it. Notice it says without a green screen after the download. So it will actually fill in any areas here. It'll sort of do an outline of my body shape. So now I've downloaded it and here I am. I've got the Golden Gate Bridge behind me. You will notice if I move my hand quickly that you get that little bit of the background bleeding through. In my case, it's green, so it actually looks like a magic or something. But the idea is, you know, you're generally not going crazy on the Zoom call, hopefully. So you'll notice that for the most part, it does separate the background from me, the foreground. I can, of course, choose many different backgrounds here. You can see that the light bleeds over here, go into space. And one of the things you will notice is that it does pick up, certain areas will not necessarily be perfectly blended in, but it's good enough to hide what's behind me and to create a nice effect. I can also go into, different ones there, I can go into video filters. And underneath here, let's say, for example, I want to go in and I want to boost the video. Let's go there. So you can see I get a little bit of a better video quality there. So I can combine these with the background. I can go in and put happy faces around me. So this is called a frame or a foreground type of effect. I can go in and say, yay, we have be a star here. You can go in and put a caption in here. You will also notice that it mirrors that background. So this will actually appear to your audience correctly spelt in the right direction. So you can put all sorts of different effects, and these are foreground effects. You can put cool shades on yourself. There's a whole bunch in there, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you don't leave these on, right? I'm thinking about an idea, right? So we can go in there and notice it says here I can mirror the video. Let's just pop into the one that has text. See here, I can go in, I can stop mirroring the video. This is what it'll look like to my audience. Okay, so we have all sorts of different effects that we can put in there, little TV and such. I'm going to take the video effects off. I'm going to go back to my virtual backgrounds. And notice it says you can also say you have a green screen. So because I already have a green screen, what's going to happen is it's going to do a little bit of a better job actually of detecting the background. I find that because I have white hair, it actually, wherever it's lit, you can actually kind of see that edge, but this is a bit of a better effect than if I didn't have the green screen. Although I wouldn't run out and buy a green screen just for Zoom calls, unless you're doing a ton of Zoom calls. You can see here I have a nice, Aurora Borealis there as well. So the other thing that's a little bit tricky, and it's kind of hard to find, but look here. You have this little plus button. It's a little hidden away, but when I click on the plus button, I can add my own image or video. So if I add my own image, I'm just going to browse into my pictures. So we'll go over to my pictures, and I think I actually have a folder called background images. Yeah, backgrounds here. So I'll just take a picture of a igloo here, and you can see that now I've loaded up. This is every year when it snows a lot, I build an igloo in my front yard. So here's my igloo here, and I don't live in it, but I have slept in it. But long story, the video isn't about me and my camping experiences in my front yard, but I'm just saying this, the neat thing about an igloo is that inside it was minus 33 the night that I slept, minus 33 degrees Celsius, but inside the igloo it's at 0. Because of the insulation of the snow. But this isn't an igloo thing. But I can go in and I can add in, you can even add in a video. So I don't actually currently have a video to add in, but if I went in, I could add into my, any type of video that I have here, and then that video would play in the background as well. So there you see it. That's how we can put backgrounds into my Zoom meeting with or without a green screen, how we can add video filters to this. So for example, I can put a little yay #1. I'm not mirroring it, so you see the #1 there. This is the #1 igloo in my front yard. It won the prize because there's only one igloo, so it automatically won by default. So there you have backgrounds in your Zoom calls. Hopefully you use that to good effect, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching. Hit the like if that was useful. Share with colleagues that might benefit from this, and more importantly, go out there and try it for yourself. Put some backgrounds into your Zoom calls to add a little bit of personality to those meetings. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Oh, here's a couple more videos of mine that you can watch. We'll see you in the next video.